Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. So, this is case study for our subject human-computer interaction. First of all, I want to introduce myself and my partner. My name is Muhammad Awi bin Abdul Wahab and my partner Nurul Izzati binti Muhammad. And our lecturer name Madam Fazila binti Muhammad. First question is type of biometrics, physical biometric and behavioral biometrics. Biometric are body measurement and calculation related to human characteristic. Biometric authentication or relativistic authentication is used in computer science as a form of identification and access control. It is also used to identify individuals in groups that are under surveillance. There are two types of biometric, such as physical biometric and behavioral biometric. Physical biometric. Physical biometric refers to physiological features on the human body that can serve as identification, such as a fingerprint or retina scan. Companies often collect and store physical biometric data in order to authenticate, identify for all sorts of use, security being the most obvious. Example of physical biometric: first, hand; second, iris scanning; third, DNA; fourth, face; and last is fingerprint. About behavioral biometric, behavioral biometrics is the field of study related to the measure of uniquely identified and measurable pattern in human activities. The term contrasts with physical biometrics, which involves innate human characteristics such as fingerprint or iris pattern. Example of behavioral biometric is first, signature dynamic. This takes it beyond just what your signature looks like and instead looks at how you sign. Second, voice. The unique pattern in your voice can be analyzed and compared to an example voice print to confirm your ID. Second, keystroke dynamic. And the fourth, guide, and the last, gesture. Okay, the next slide is biometric authentication process. Biometric authentication is a security process that relies on the unique biological characteristic of an individual to verify that he is who he say he is. Biometric authentication technology compares biometric data captured to stored, confirmed authentic data in a database. Biometric identifier can be acquired and scanned through in fingerprint scanner, retina and iris recognition, voice detection, facial recognition, liveness detection. Example, when a biometric authentication system verifies that a captured image of a person is indeed that person in the flesh and not a still or flat image. And biometric system work by comparing two sets of biometric data. The first one is preset by the owner of the device, while the second one belongs to a device visitor. The important things to note is that the match between the two data sets has to be nearly identical but not exactly identical. This is because it's close to impossible for biometric information to match 100%. So the next slide is comparison table for acceptance, accuracy, and ease of use. First, acceptance for fingerprints medium and retina medium, face medium, voice high, hand geometric medium, and iris medium. For accuracy, fingerprint high, retina very high, face high, voice high, hand geometry high, and iris very high. And for easy of use, fingerprint high, retina low, face medium, voice high, hand geometric high, and iris medium. So the next slide, I will pass to my partner.
We have 5 advantages and disadvantages of biometric application. For the first advantage is quicker authentication. The biometric system eliminates the need for physical attendance. For example, employees can just use the retina or fingerprint scanner to sign in, record their attendance. For disadvantage, scanner issue. Some biometric system can face scanning issue if there is even a slight change. For example, if the company is using retina scanning, iris scanning is still not 100% reliable because the system will fail if the user has long eyelash, different eye color, or a reflection in the cornea. Second advantage is improve the security system. The system can be used to protect sensitive data because fingerprints can be forget while password and PIN can be stolen. Second disadvantage is software malfunction. The biometric system is also unreliable because it is an automatic system that depends on electricity to run. If there is a power storage shortage, no user can enter or exit. For the third advantage is flexible. The biometric system offers user the flexibility of using physical trends and eliminating the need for remembering password or PIN. For the third disadvantage is no remote access. In a crisis like a security breach, HR professionals cannot access the system remotely to try and eliminate sensitive data, which is a major disadvantage for the system. For the fourth advantage is complete data accuracy. The biometric system only allows access to authorized personnel and keep out intruders. Thus, data security is guaranteed once a physical chain is logged onto the system by restricting outside access. For the fourth disadvantage is expensive on the pocket. The biometric system is yet to be mainstream, which is why the setup, integration, and hardware can be costly, especially for small business. For the last advantage is complete control over access. The physical authentication given HR officer and organization control over who has scanned to the office building. For the last disadvantage is fake positive. Hacking is a undying cyber theft, which means that hacker can easily manipulate stolen biometric data to create fake positive. Okay, B. Suggest for potential biometric application that can be applied at education market. Biometric application is identifying a suspect in a criminal investigation with the help of modern image capture technologies and powerful computing. In this process, that was on paper based and labor intensive is today largely digital and highly automated. Example of this biometric identifier and fingerprints, facial pattern, voice or typing sedans. Okay. Verify to identification. 3. Duplication checking. We suggest biometric application, fingerprint scanning, that can be applied at education market. Biometric technology has become an accepted method identifier. Specifically, finger scanning biometric identification has proven to be a better, faster, safe, and more cost-effective solution than other methods of identification such as swipe card and PIN. Finger scanning biometric is providing the ideal solution for school administrators in their effort to identify students. Also provide accurate and auditable student record and provide a safe and more secure environment for student, teacher, and staff. The most common kind of identifier currently is used in picture ID card, pins, and of course visually identification. Each of these methods create its own issue and is a drain on the time and resources of IT departments. Cards are regularly forgotten, lost, mutilated, and shared. Pins are easily forgotten, swapped, or stolen. By using biometric for identification, the problem and costs associated with the current method of student identification can be avoided, and new standard of accountability can be put into place. Example practical of biometric application in education market. A controlled environment is critical to education success. Access to the school must be permitted only to authorized persons. Student, teacher, staff, and recurring visitor can be accurately stamped and identified using biometric finger scanning technology and attendance or check-in software application. Administrator will have a irrefutable record of the data and time of each person entry into the building. Biometric finger scanning system can assume administrators that those entering there actually belong there. Okay, this is the example. Okay, that's all. Thank you.